Hey guys, Novacast here, and in this video we will be going over why KD doesn't reflect a player's skill in Fortnite. Before I get spammed with comments in the comments section, I want to make it clear, yes, I don't have the best KD ever. Yes, I'm not the best player ever, but with that all being said, I know I'm still a well above average player and I have multiple high kill games. And I have also been playing Fortnite since the day it was released on console, so I feel as though I have credibility to speak about this topic. The main thing I'm trying to get at here is that KD doesn't define a player's skill, and we will systematically look at why it doesn't, and afterwards we will go over the things that do define a player's skill. That being said, be sure to stick around till the end of the video so you can get the most out of it. So without further ado, let's get into our first point. Everyone starts somewhere in Fortnite. If I pull up my first couple of games, I was literally trash compared to what I am now. And I can say the same for every player in Fortnite. If you look at Ninja and Myth's first few games, they didn't know how to build at all. My point being, everyone starts somewhere. No one is a young god when they're learning the ropes of a game. A secret that many casual players don't know is that every pro player learns how to play a new game on alternate accounts. And then once they learn the ropes of the game, they make a new stat-based account. Therefore, the mistakes they made when they were noobs don't reflect on their stats that they promote to their fans. The problem here is that most casual Fortnite players, including me, don't want to start a new account because of the money we have invested in skins. So therefore, if half the community does not have their early stats included in their overall stats, how is it fair to compare the KD with the rest of the community who didn't know about this tactic? With the introduction of tilted towers, the meta shifted from playing to win to landing at the towers. It was how all the top tier PC players were getting their extremely high kill games. It was high risk, high reward. It was a place to drop. Tilted is renowned for this exact meta, but what most new Fortnite players don't understand is that at the start of Season 3, Tilted wasn't just renowned, it was infamous. More than 40% of the lobby landed Tilted every game, in every game mode. Tilted completely ruined the natural flow of the game, as after its introduction, the only way to get high kill games was to drop there. So now the new meta was to go Tilted to get kills or die trying. Because of the extremely high amount of people dropping there, every single player going for high kill games got their KD decimated. This doesn't mean that those players are bad by any means, as the reason that they couldn't clear out the towers was because of the sheer amounts of players dropping there. Tilted used to be so hectic that if you didn't find a shotgun within the first 5 seconds after you landed, you would die. And every OG Fortnite player can back me up on this. Finding a shotgun is not skill, it's pure luck. So the point that I'm trying to make is that all good players who were trying to go for those high kill games got their KD skewed in the pursuit of 20 bomb games, as they were forced to drop at the towers. Good players go for high kill games, not wins. If you have a 30% win rate and you're winning your games or averaging your games with about 4 to 5 kills, that will give you a relative KD of about 6.0. As if you win a game, your death doesn't actually count towards your stats. But most good players don't actually do this, as it's boring. Playing for the win is boring if you're Harry Pottering and camping in 1x1s the entire game. This also wastes a lot of time, which a lot of people don't have. So by giving KD such high credibility, we are rewarding the players that grind compared to the players that are actually good. I personally aggressively push every gunfight I hear, and yes, it does get me killed very often, but it has also allowed me to get multiple high kill games. Going for high kill games is a high risk, high reward, as it usually requires a drop in a highly populated location, causing a lot of room for error due to the early game RNG. If a player has a 5% win rate, but wins their games with 20 plus kills, then their KD won't be as high as a player with a 30% win rate. But they're probably a better player. I'm sure you guys can agree with me that a 20 kill win is much harder to get than a 5 kill win. So players should be judged by their highest killed games, not their KD. And to prove my point further, let's take a look at some examples. Some examples other than me include my friend Ali. His KD isn't great at all, but he gets 20 plus kill solo squad games on the regular. He places well in tournaments regularly, and he is one of the best Fortnite players I know personally. I'll link his channel in the description if you guys want to check out some of his high kill games. But back to the premise of the video. How does someone this good have a bad KD, you wonder? It's because he started as a noob. He landed Tilted Season 3, and he only goes for high kill games. This is why I think KD shouldn't define anyone as a player in Fortnite, as people get better over time. Numbers from the past should not determine what you are now. And just to prove my point further, these are some playground 1v1s between me and a player with a 6.0 KD. Okay guys, just to clarify, these 1v1s were against my friend Nadir, who has a 6.0 KD. He did win half of the 1v1s, but the 1v1s I will be showing you are the 1v1s that I actually won against him. So these were very fair fights, and I'm not trying to discredit him anyway. He's a great player. If you guys want to check him out, there's a link to his channel in the description. And yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at these 1v1s. Another person that proves my point perfectly is Tfue. Tfue is regarded to be one of the best Fortnite players, but he doesn't care about his stats. Everyone knows about Tfue's raw skill, but he doesn't go for stat-based games. His KD isn't as high as Ninja's or his Mitts, but everyone knows Tfue to be a great player. So if someone that good doesn't have a good KD, then how can we give KD such high credibility? It just doesn't make sense. Hopefully now you guys can see where I'm coming from. I feel as though what should define a player's skill in general is their highest skill game. Obviously there will be exceptions to what I'm proposing, as there will be players out there with high KDs and high kill games, but that's besides the point. If those players were to go up against a player who gets high kill games on the regular but doesn't have a good KD, it would probably be a very evenly matched fight. And just to put a nail in the coffin, I'm going to call out Gronky to 1v1 me in Playground, as I'm confident that the fights will be super close. Alright guys, that's pretty much the end of the video, but wait, don't you dare click away yet. This video took me forever to make, like seriously, I wrote a script for it, so if you guys enjoyed it, be sure to slap a like on it. Also, if you thought this video style was cool, be sure to sub to the channel because I make cool videos like this all the time. That being said, I also want to tell you guys about my new public Discord, so if you want to join my community, there's a link in the Discord in my description. Also, follow me and ask me questions on Twitter if you guys want a response because you guys murder the comment sections nowadays and I can't keep up. Lastly, this is my biggest announcement. I've made my private Instagram public because I feel as though I should start involving you guys in my life, as you guys are almost like my family. If you guys want to get to know the real me, be sure to drop it a follow, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. You can keep in touch with me and my life outside Fortnite. So yeah, that's pretty much it. See you guys next time. Peace out and bye.